are at the first show of the Mental Ward. We are in the Rubber Room. We are sponsored by Abraham Drinking, and they have a lot of different outlets for their shows. Tonight's guest we have with us is Brandon White. Brandon Brown.
Yeah, wrong color, dude. What are we doing?
Brandon White.
Brandon White, B. White. Joining the show. And that's what we're going to do. Our show of introducing the public to new comics, older comics, just trying to bring a atmosphere of comedy to the citizens.
Wow, you're trying to sound so damn official about it.
I didn't know what word to use.
Citizens of the world.
Citizens of the world.
We're going to show you some comedians that you've never fucking heard of before.
And you probably never will again.
Like, what are we doing
After this,
here?
I plan on being canceled. So.
You ready, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm just still going through the live stuff. Give me just a minute.
Are you sending it to Woody's Laugh Factory too?
That's what I was getting to next. Calm your tits.
Okay, we will start with some simple questions for Brandon. When were you born, son?
Oh my God! No.
84.
84?
In Germany.
Really?
Yeah. West side.
I did not see
West
that coming.
side?
Yeah.
Nice.
Right next to the wall. My dad was guarding the wall. I was being born.
Now you think they're going to build the wall?
So it came down a couple years later?
Yep.
When it come down, 88?
Oh, I want to say 89, I think.
Did you still live there at that time?
Mm.
Oh, he was just stationed?
Yeah, I came back when I was 3.
Very nice. When did you start comedy?
2 years ago, 2 years and 3 months ago.
Oh, a little bit longer than I have.
February, 2 years ago.
A little bit over 2 years ago.
Yeah.
What was the shittiest place you ever played? Without, if it's bad, don't mention the name. Just tell us what happened.
Or you could say what city it's in. You could go crazy about it.
When you show up and the only people there are the people who are booked, so you're just doing comedy in front of comedians that's already seen your stuff 100 times. So.
Oh, so you're talking about last week?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Last week. My shittiest place, it wasn't really shitty, but I had a gig worked out in Warren, Ohio, and it didn't go out right. So we hooked up another one in Conneaut, Ohio. Well, it was a winery that held like 12 people. So we did it outside in March.
Ooh.
Guess what, though? It was like, what was it, 65 degrees when we started the show?
Sunny? Yeah.
Wasn't really that bad after all.
No, but I do remember towards the end it got to the point where it was raining, got a little dreary. I sucked ass at that show. But you know how I am about Conneaut. I hate doing shows out there.
I think I can speak for all of us when I can say the comedy really doesn't pair well with wine.
I think the comedy needs to pair with whiskey more than it does wine, in my opinion.
Whiskey, maybe Pabst, you
But
know.
at least with my
Well,
brand
usually if I ever do really set up a bigger winery, I would do a little bit of look for a cleaner set of comics than
Me? I get it.
some of the other ones that we use. Maybe you. You're not really that dirty. You're just darker.
Oh, yeah. No, even my clean set's kind of dark, so.
Well, I mean, you told me that your clean set's just going to be you talking about how your mom died, so like.
Pretty much. And your obituary, I mean.
Where do you want this to go? Where do you want this to go?
Honestly, I would like to do comedy full time. I really don't want to have a day job.
Yeah, having a
Well,
day
me
job
too.
fucking sucks.
I
Right.
mean, me too. But what do you foresee you have to do to get to that point?
Oof.
I mean, hanging around me, probably not going to do it.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, there might be a whole bunch of shit up there, but it doesn't mean that we're doing anything too great.
Right. No, I have no clue how, but one day I'll get there. I gotta wait till my kids are out of the house anyway, so.
See, I want to do like a partial retirement because I'm 50. I'll be 58 in June, and then I want to do 62, 63 partial retirement, and then I'll still get an income that might not, won't be great, but it'll be
Right.
something, and then pick up, extra 1,500 a month or more, hopefully more, in comedy. You know what I mean? But I need at least that much to make it.
I hear that you wanted to become a professional DoorDash driver.
I was thinking about that.
I'll tell you what.
Don't you have
if-
to have a license to do that?
Yeah,
Hold on.
after the fact, I get my license.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to get that back first.
Just saying.
But I wouldn't fucking trust you with my food from DoorDash. That's for sure. I fucking.
I worked for Rosemary's Pizza for 10 years.
Yeah, well, you know what? How many times you piss in those wings?
I never have. I threw a couple once whenever I left the car and drive, and I was out the door already, and the car was still moving.
Why would you waste such a delicacy?
And what was the pizza? It was still in the box.
Oh, okay. I was
And
gonna say because those wings
and I asked him-
are so fucking good, dude. I don't know if they still are with the new ownership, but they were so fucking good.
I was just guessing someone didn't tip. But
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's why I always tip my drivers.
horse and buggy. Uncle David says horse and buggy.
Horse and buggy.
It's like he knew that I saw the Amish on the way here. That's why I was a couple minutes late getting here because I had the horse in front of me, and I said, put some gas up in that bitch, dude.
We used to tell our kids that the Amish were going to take them, so that way they would be good on road trips. Every time they would see it, they're going to come get you if you keep acting up.
Did you like go into depth at all on like what they were gonna do to them?
Oh, no.
Okay.
My stuff would go too dark for
Yeah,
them.
I was gonna say
Then they have nightmares.
I might get a little fucked
It was
up.
too young for you to.
And I'd be showing up in the room in Amish attire.
Yeah. You know, I think my first exposure to Amish culture was fortunately the Weird Al Yankovic song, Amish Paradise, and then I went down to Orwell, Ohio, and I went to go get me a burger at A&W, and I was like, holy fuck, these people are real people.
No, if you actually hang out with Amish people, we've had them over to the house before. They are real cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, for sure.
they're terrified of trampolines.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were on it and they're like this jumping.
Mhm. I know that like they won't get their picture taken because of their beliefs, most of them.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I actually worked a gig kind of recently where I was talking with a lot of Amish customers, and you really like get into the psyche of them. They fucking can't stand us though, but they're very polite. I was working this sales job where I was talking to this Amish customer, and he made like custom made windows. And I said, oh, that Yankee over there, he's got all these ads in here. And I said, you want to put it on that full page ad in there so you could fucking beat him to the punch. And that's what got him to do it, because he got all fucking competitive about it.
I remember going out on Lake Erie and some decent waves. Like we came back and we're on a decent sized boat. And we seen them out on a rowboat fishing. It's like, they're crazy. Oh, they don't care about death. I'll tell you that now.
The Lord is their shepherd.
Yeah, they have made peace. They have all made peace.
You ever try to see them put horse in the gas? I mean, put gas in the horse's ass before? That's what I want. That's what I want to see next.
Now I've seen them do things to horses, but never that.
Yeah.
No.
Jimmy, do you have any questions for Brandon? Right offhand?
Why the fuck you like hanging out with this guy?
No, oh, because it gets me gigs. Let's be honest. And he's beautiful. Look at him.
Yeah.
I am sexy.
I did ask you to give me head earlier.
I do get in gigs.
Yeah. No, and I'm excited to keep working with him for sure. Like I kind of, I vibe with him a little bit, but we kind of got some similar sense of humor. I like the dark shit more.
I used to not have a dark sense of humor, and now that I know him, I'm like, how can I make up a joke about the homeless?
Oh man, there was a homeless guy down in North Carolina one time. And it was a big dude. He comes up. He's like, give me money. Now, I was in Fayetteville, and it's been on the first 48 more than once. And I'm like, oh shit, am I getting robbed? So I just politely said, no, not if you're gonna come at me like that. He's, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I just wanted to buy a beer. So I went in, bought him a beer, came back out, drank with him, and he told me how he was gonna go sleep under that bridge tonight. And I was like, maybe it wasn't that bad, you know?
They say something about the way it's looking. Count.
I mean, there's been a bunch of people to give me advice that's actually helped. It'd be Mr. Sean.
Mr. Sean, he gave me a couple good advices.
He was the
at
first
time.
person to come up and tell me, hey, make sure you're giving people time to laugh. Make sure, because I would just run through joke after joke after joke, trying to get as much as I could in these little 7-minute sets. And he's like, you're not giving people time, so they're not even hearing your next joke. And that really helped. Then we had Robert Alexander. He's helped me quite a bit.
He's helped you with just like gigs.
Right, being on stage. He's the stage presence. He's like, hey, try being a little more voice, like talk louder.
Oh, I thought he just helped you with the individual gigs. He's actually helped you to better yourself as a comic.
Yeah, he's actually.
Did not know that.
Yeah, he pushes my limits. He's like, here, try this. He's actually the one who made me write the poem. Like,
I thought that was somebody at work or something.
No, he's the one who told me, hey, write this poem. I'm like, okay. And so I wrote a poem about it. The poem's been going over great. We know that.
I know, like, Sister Lou has really told me one thing. I'm not even going to repeat it on the air right now, but it still makes me think all the time what she said to me. Because it was just like something that really, really helped me. What do you feel where you turned a corner from your comedy to, from the beginning? Is that supposed to beep, Jim? Beep red?
Oh, that means it's dead. Hold on. Or dying.
I don't know how it died. I charged them all up. Anyhow, who influenced, what was the question?
Well.
See, I suck.
Dude, you gotta have some kinks. It's the first time you're doing this.
What made me turn the corner and actually start doing decent?
Yeah, where you feel like where you made your first step to your next step. I don't know what step
honestly,
you're even on that you feel what you're on.
It made me, when I took a break, because all the stuff that was happening in my life.
Yeah.
When I came back with more of a purpose. Instead of just like, let's go see what we can do.
Been there too myself, actually.
Yeah, I took that probably 3 to 6 months because shit just went wild. And I came back with, you know what? Let's dive into this. Came back hard.
Where do you feel that you're at? Do you feel like you're featured material now, or do you feel like you headline? Do you feel like you're an opener?
It depends. I mean, as far as
I know you do a lot of hosting, especially for me.
Right. I can do the hosting. I have plenty of material to do just about anything, but I need to get it down. Like.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it.
And the opportunity's hard to come from opener to feature to headliner. It's hard to get over that hump because they're like, well, this guy's an opener. I'm going to hire him to open. And you never get a chance to feature because of that whenever you can.
Right. And
but, you know.
I just go with it. Whatever people want to hire me for. I'm a comedy whore.
And you don't want well, me too. I mean, I'll do whatever they want me to do. But I'm just saying there's got to be a point whenever you say, I'm next level, or maybe I better just stay down here and do this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Until you get better and better and better. So
whatever people want to tell me, hey, come out here and do this. That's what I'm doing.
Like Jimmy, he don't say write anything out.
That's true.
So whenever he could sit there and talk for 20 minutes, but is it going to be a good 20-minute set?
It might not be, but the first 10 will be pretty good.
So you're talking your low-grade feature then, or?
At the moment, yeah, probably. I mean, I feel as if with the brand that I have, I need to dive more into like talking to people more, and I kind of thought about that some more after the last show that we did. Maybe getting a little bit more crowd interaction could lengthen my set if need be, because I'm more of like improvisation and stuff like that.
I know whenever you're talking to the crowd, you usually do well.
Yeah, I think that oh God, I can't even talk. But improvising is something that I've always done just because I suck ass at writing things, man.
So last month, me and him featured at I hosted at the Mad Theater in Lorraine. And he told me before we went up there he wanted like 20 minutes of improv. And I've never done improv in my life. And I'm like, okay, whatever you want to do, we're going to see what we can work out. So I got with Brandon, and we just did a little bit of improv, like what's that?
Oh, like Whose Line?
Yeah.
Whose line is it
about, yeah.
anyway? We did like a
Dirty version of that.
dirtier version than they do, because they're pretty dirty sometimes.
They got a little bit, yeah, but
they also know that they're on cable TV and they can't.
it's just like, so for me today, when we were out this morning, I got to like be on the spot and improvise more with what I was doing with my softball play-by-play this morning.
Which I loved.
It was a lot of fun, and it was just kind of like the best moments that I had with it was I heard people off to the side kind of like chit-chatting with me while I'm up in the booth, and I just started talking shit with them. And I had to keep it PG apparently, but
Which I was proud of you for that too.
yeah, I think I only said what the hell once.
Yeah, that's what Castrella said. He was actually listening.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk shit about people who have bats in their hands. I'll tell you that. Because I was a catcher when I was playing baseball.
Yeah.
And I would talk a little shit as a catcher. That's your job. Get the batter.
Yeah, you're a tough guy, right?
And you got to get the batter mind off swinging that bat. And I got hit with a bat one time, and that's when I decided I wasn't going to talk shit anymore.
I put it this way: those bats are so damn light they use in slow pitch softball anymore. I only got 2 brain cells left. What, are they just going to take one of them? Like, that's the way I look at it.
Be walking around like Jimmy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't really know much. How do I make it through it? How do I memorize that set with my memory?
No, that's the hardest part is memorizing everything. Honestly.
True.
Because you might say something that kills, and you have to remember how you said it.
Yeah.
That's why I have someone record almost every time I'm up.
I try to record
this.
as much as I can. Now that's another thing that Sister Lou always told me. When I went to Columbus, she said, "Jimmy, you gonna record tonight?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not recording tonight." She goes, "You need to record everything that you do."
That's the same thing Mr. Sean told me. That's why I do now. Just constant recording.
Now am I gonna go back and look at it? Because I hate watching myself. Do you hate watching yourself?
I'm sexy as fuck. No, I love watching myself.
That's kind of the way that I feel about it
masturbate
too.
to myself.
Yeah.
Like,
You like you a lot.
everybody hates watching themselves because even if you have a killer set or you're always just, oh man, look at me. I could have looked like this. Me, I'm like, I could have looked like I lost 25 pounds. Like every time I look at myself, I'm just like, ugh.
Oh, so you're not like, oh, I'd fuck me.
No.
Okay.
Tried before.
Yeah. You know, speaking of that,
Ooh.
a couple weeks ago, I was hanging out with a buddy of mine, and we were talking about, like, if you ever tried to suck your own dick. And I said, no, I never could. First of all, I'm not flexible enough, and second of all, I'm fat. And he's like, well, one time I got the tip in. And
What?
Yeah. He said he was like 18, and my buddy Matty B, you know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, I got the tip in. I was like, did it feel like you were getting head or giving head? And he's like, well, I felt pretty gay. So
I mean, is it gay if you suck your own dick?
I mean, it's masturbation technically, right?
Right,
On a technical standard. And also, we can't be talking about gay right now. It's Pride Month.
Oh. I mean,
Well, it just
I was
started.
just saying
You
it's
got to
not.
give us a pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
wait, gay pass?
Yeah, for the
Ooh.
first day.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Who's putting it where? Sorry, I just had to mention about the sucking your own dick thing because I heard about it.
Yeah, he heard about it. It was a friend.
Yeah, it was a buddy of mine, Wasn't me. I'll bring him on next week. He'll tell you the whole story.
Hey, Jimmy, did you get a chance to prepare for your restroom review?
No, I did not. However, next week I will have a restroom review for everybody. It will be a video. I used to just take a picture of me in a public restroom and review it. Going forward, I will start taking videos of that in public restrooms and reviewing them. And I might even act like a schizophrenic person in there and have a co-host. Who knows?
A co-host.
Yeah, while I'm taking the dump. Yeah.
Oh. The restroom reviews. So in Middleburg, I don't know if you've noticed, if you go in there where it says baby, there's a baby changing station.
Yeah.
Someone took off the C and it's baby hanging station.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, we need more of these.
Have you done a show at the Cove with us yet?
No.
I've done one.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've known you that long already?
Well, it was the very last one that you did. I was there.
Have you been in that restroom before?
No, I don't think I was.
One-
They got like municipal field troughs.
I had
Ooh, neat.
shit in there last summer, and
Is that where you got that joke? No.
and there's no divider or anything like that for the toilet next to the urinal, so somebody just walks in on me taking a dump while they're taking a piss, and I just felt like he makes his joke about the outhouse.
That's what I was.
Yeah, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on?
Well, there's a
here?
lot of places started taking the doors off of their stalls and stuff. And I started asking places, like, why are you doing that? And it's just in case somebody's overdosed.
Okay.
Yeah. They want to be able to see them on the toilet with a needle in their arm, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So they can help them? Or just so they can see it?
Or hide the body. I don't know.
Well, I know the perfect place they could take the body. Nobody's gonna call if they take him to the Amish.
Right?
So.
Nobody's going to call.
That's why I don't buy meat at their places.
I hear that they have really good desserts, though.
They have really good everything. Like, have you ever seen them, like, if you ever go to one of the hunting spots, they use blinds, and their blinds just have holes in them, because they shoot straight through the blind. And they smoke it out, too, because they're not using the weapons we're using. But
Yeah.
they will take it, they'll line up their shot through the blind, and just shoot right through it without even opening it. They do not care. A lot of talk about the Amish today.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't know. I don't
we're
know
just
much
getting
about
on-
the Amish. I'm
Oh.
just listening to you two
Yeah.
on that one. I know
Uh-huh.
fucking Weird Al's song. That's about it.
You ever been to an Amish party before?
No.
I have once. Those motherfuckers get down.
Like, how do they do it? By candlelight?
Well, there's fire. Usually a big bonfire.
Well, okay, so it's an outside party.
Yeah, big bonfire. A lot of bush light. And a lot of cocaine.
Cocaine?
Yeah, they apparently the Amish that party a lot. They love to do cocaine. And I thought that was pretty interesting.
So there's always, in the community, like in the Amish community, they always have a cell phone that's hooked up. And the only person that can use it, I forget what they call.
The Big Daddy Poobah. Yeah.
No. It's when the kids can see if they want to be English
Oh, yeah.
or if they want to be Amish. And that's the only person that can use the phone. So if you call in, you have to talk to this kid, they relay it. That person tells them, they come back, call you, and it goes back and forth like that.
Huh. Oh, so I guess they can call the cops on me if I leave a body there. Got it.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah, you can't do a hit and run on them.
Yeah.
Why do you think the cops always get called?
Feed them to the pigs. You know, there's a lot of serial killers that have done shit like that too. They feed the body to a pig or something like that to get rid of the evidence.
Unless you're Dahmer, then you feed the body to yourself.
Yeah, you know. I heard it tastes like chicken, so.
I figured this was going to get a little dark tonight.
What? No, I don't
Because
know
he could see eye to eye with you, and I'm like, I should have had a different co-host tonight, you know?
I don't know what you're talking
What the
about.
hell's a rump springer?
That's what he was talking about, the Amish.
Oh, okay.
Where they can choose if they're,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
Armspringer.
Hell yeah.
Did you Google that or did you just know it?
He probably knew it. Who is it, Uncle David?
No. This was Mark Solis. Solis.
Like used to be Amish. No.
Any other good comments on there, Jim?
No, just mostly your brother and your sister.
Ooh.
But we have had some viewership pop in and out. I mean, I think the most that we've gotten is 10 at like one time. But
That's awesome.
at the same time, it's the first time that we're doing this, so we take the wins where we get them.
Right? It's more than some of the
The
other
fact that we started
shows we've
semi
been
on
on.
time, right? We're feeling good about that. And people can hear us. They can't really, apparently, I'm not far enough into the shot, but you guys can suck my dick. I'm still here. That's the way that I look at it.
And they want you sitting on my lap?
I mean, if you pop a stiffy, it's Pride Month. I get it.
You want to cuddle?
Try to cuddle with Cisco.
Oh, yeah. So, Pride Month.
Yeah?
My daughter, not real excited about Pride Month, just because her birthday falls in it.
Okay.
So we tried to do something for the gay, and we tried to do something for my daughter. She doesn't like that. I'm just saying.
So you
And
try
it's-
to try to
and-
do like a double dip with the
Well,
gays and your daughter.
And on top of that, her birthday's on Juneteenth.
Oh,
so-
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And she's probably pasty white, right?
Yeah. So we barbecue, and
Oh,
you know.
So what kind of barbecue are we talking though? Are we talking like a white person barbecue or?
No, I call my friends over. They're the ones who cook.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like-
Okay.
I'm going to that barbecue.
Your birthday's during Pride Month. How does that make you feel?
I've never thought twice about it, really. I mean, it is what it is. They can't change my birthday.
That's true.
And I don't think they're going to change Gay Pride Month now.
I don't know. Maybe there's another month that resonates more with homosexuals.
I don't know.
Halloween. I'm not saying anything bad about. I'm just saying, dress how you want. I've thrown on a dress before on
Yeah,
Halloween.
sure.
I'm just saying, like.
Last year, I was a sexy cop for Halloween,
See,
and I was a female sexy cop.
you
So
represent it. You should be doing that this month.
who knows? I might.
Azzy was on stage doing it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I remember. Marco Torres said that he's like, "Who's that transgender over there?" I was like, "Jesus Christ!"
And then when he's having sex with you later, it's real awkward.
Yeah, it was. I was just like, "You get away from me, you, you homophobe, you racist."
Don't talk bad about Marco like that.
Anyway, that felt so good. Come back another day.
The next time I want my $10.
Yeah, you promised me $10.
Oh, cheap too, huh?
You got to make your money somehow. Like I said, I won $75 in that Chum-Li lookalike contest. I got to get that bread.
If you let your hair grow out, I think you'll finish higher.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about bringing it back. I don't know yet. It's getting kind of long.
If I let my hair grow out.
Tell us about your daughters a little bit.
Ooh, my daughter's a little bit.
Oh,
Well.
Haley says yes, February, because that's her birthday.
We can start with. We'll start from Haley. What I thought was my oldest. Real sweet, real religious, real
That's interesting.
right. I don't
How'd that
force.
happen?
I don't force my kids to church.
So she goes on her own?
She goes on her own, and I've taken her. I went with her. Still here.
Yeah.
But,
Didn't burn.
and so she loved it and follows church and all that. And I don't condemn it either. I'm just whatever with that. Then I got Miley, the other one. She gets in fights in school, gets threatened with expulsion and stuff like that.
Complete opposite, basically.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then I got Sarah, which I found out about. We've heard the set. Found out about when she was 15, and she's actually the oldest. But I number them in the order they were received, not conceived. Okay. So.
Now she went back home now?
Yeah, she just left Friday.
Yeah, she was telling me she was going back.
And that's because who wants to live in Ohio? I mean,
Where she live?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Was it
Yeah.
Raleigh?
Right next to you. About, I think it's 20 minutes away. So, it gets, when she came to live with me for a year, it's kind of awkward trying to raise a kid starting at 16 years old. So it was just hard for both of us to adapt, and
She
decided
like she was already set in her certain ways,
Right.
and you had your ways that you
Right.
wanted to raise her.
Well, her parents,
But she was very good about it, wasn't she?
yeah, her parents were at church every Sunday, and pretty religious, very by the book. And I don't know if you get that vibe from me,
Yeah, probably not.
but that's not the case. So,
Everybody has a little bit of religious values in them, though.
right.
Except for
I mean,
maybe the serial killers you guys were talking about.
they even have,
Some of them they do.
right, they may have spiritual values.
Well,
but-
theirs might be a base god or something.
The base god. That's funny. You know, the serial killer. You ever heard of BTK? You ever heard of him? Bind, torture, kill is what it stood for.
Foreplay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They actually caught him because he sent out a floppy disk to the police, like taunting them, from his church. So,
From his church.
yeah, he like.
Oh, I heard that one.
Yeah.
I did.
So
Hopefully nobody's young watching it.
he was religious.
Was you really?
Sure.
Because he was in a church?
Yeah. and
Doesn't make you religious.
But he was like he was involved with, well, maybe that's why he was involved with like the youth and stuff like that. I think he was a Boy Scout leader or
Oh,
something.
yeah, because he was a pedophile.
No, but I think all of his targets were adults, I'm pretty sure.
Now, in
I'm sorry,
in
but
every serial killer's defense, I feel like they're all religious because they're all praying they don't get caught.
yeah.
I mean,
And in every serial killer's defense, I think that a lot of it has to do with lead poisoning.
Why do we keep going back to serial killers and Amish?
I don't know.
hand in hand.
because of who we're dealing with today.
Yeah. But I think a lot of it has to do with there was lead in the water and it made them go crazy.
So next we're going to talk about abortion. No.
How about your love life? You got a girl?
Oh, I do. She's. All right. I won't tell the joke because it's pretty bad.
Anyway, she's right over there, guys.
And she's looking right at me. She's great. She actually, it's like a newer model.
I was going to say, there's a bit of
The
an
newer
age
model?
difference there, isn't there?
Oh yeah. I traded in an '88 for a '99.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I mean, you don't go to a dealership and be like, I want an older car, please. And this one headlights are real. The other one, not so much.
We appreciate some real headlights. That's good.
Right.
We like them natural.
Right. Especially when you got to buy them. It's not nearly as fun.
How long you been with her?
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Don't stare at me. 2 months?
Oh, so kind
Yeah,
of
2
new.
months.
Kind
I was
new.
going to say 2
Yeah.
months.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been there.
I've been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fresh. You guys still in your honeymoon phase and all that bullshit, you think? Or
No, I think we surpassed that pretty quick.
yeah, that's good. That's good because that shit gets
Still
more-
doing bondage, but
Oh,
not
that's
quite.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we just heard somebody talking about kinks the other night. So,
Oh, I was hoping he called her out.
yeah, and he didn't.
I know. I think it's more because of me. He's
Yeah.
like, nah.
Yeah, I'll skip.
Yeah,
over
why
that.
did he? Why did he let that go?
I don't know. It could have been a thing. That's for sure.
Well,
I never would expect that out of Sabo like that, just to let that go.
well, I'm a bigger boy than Sabo. You know?
He did say something about how he felt like he was gonna get his ass kicked if it was somebody with a full beard, and I think he's got a full beard.
Right. If I fall over on somebody like that size, it's like a tree.
If I turn around and start talking about your girlfriend in the middle of a set, I'm just going to say whatever.
Right. And that's kind of what I expected. She expected it too. She's like, oh boy, here we go.
But in my defense, she knows me probably better than any comedian friends you have.
Right.
So.
And you know me. You know I'm not going to come up and beat
Right.
you. I'll wait till you
You're
get on
gonna
stage
laugh.
and spank you. Yeah, I'm going to laugh.
I could see him bending you over his knee and spanking you, actually.
I actually threatened a guy with that one time in a bar. I took my belt off. I was like, you keep going, I'm going to bend you right over this bar and spank you in front of everybody. He stopped talking shit. Yeah, he believed me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I was in the military.
Yep.
So it's just natural when you're in the military. I was at a base where we were connected with the Army base, and we all just talk shit back and forth. That's what happens. Some bar fights occur. We beat each other up. We leave friends. We're allowed to beat each other up. Anybody else jumps in, that's not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
But we were like one time, there were people throwing through bar windows, and we all just walked away like, maybe this shouldn't happen. The base was not happy about it. But
What branch were you in?
I was in Air Force.
Air Force,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I was
How
in
much
a,
time is there?
We're at 640 right now.
Okay.
yeah, I was in a branch to where okay, honestly, I joined the Air Force thinking, and this is going to be fun, this is going to be easy because, well, what's the chances the Air Force getting deployed? Within a year, I was in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, shit, this was the wrong branch. Maybe I should have went Coast Guard. But, yeah, that's a whole interesting thing, too.
How long
That's-
were you in the Air Force for?
6 years.
6 years? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you went further than the 4 years.
Well, I signed up for 6 because they give you extra rank, which means extra pay, so you get like an extra $12 a month.
Oh,
And
hell yeah.
I
That
was
$12
like,
goes
yes,
a long way.
it does. And I was like, I'm in. But no, it was a really good time. The reason I got out is because I got stationed in Dover, Delaware, and I had a daughter. Now, stationed in Dover, Delaware, there is nothing to do there except there's NASCAR and there's a casino. And
For
I
some
don't-
people, that sounds really cool.
well, yeah, like
Not me, but
yeah, like I'm not big into like, oh yeah, let's watch cars go around track, stuff like that. But I wanted my kids to grow up with family, so I moved back here and my mom died. Guess the joke was on me. That's
That's a good one.
I mean that's how it happened. We came back, she's like, peace guys.
You did see her though before she died.
Yeah. She got out right before COVID.
Mm.
Like 2019, September 2019, on Friday the 13th,
that's kind of
on a full moon. She always was about attention and
Yeah,
like,
yeah. She's like, well, peace out, motherfuckers.
Right.
Yeah, I get it.
But that was an interesting time too.
Yeah,
We found out she had cancer in July and passed in September. So
What's some of the shit you got coming up? Gigs? What do you got going on?
oh yeah, let's go from dead mom to gigs.
Yeah.
I love it.
We have no This is random.
I'm just talking shit.
Oh.
I know,
Ooh.
but I said in the beginning when we started this that it was gonna be random.
Oh, look at that. We got 20 stars from David Caruso. What a guy. What a sweetheart. Thanks, David.
well, dead mom to gigs actually works out because my dead mom was the one who encouraged this.
Right. I did a couple small things before my parents passed, and I got to say that they were at all 3 times that I ever tried to do it,
Really?
stand-up comedy,
I didn't know that.
before they passed.
Well,
So that has a little bit to do with it too, and I have other reasons why I was like little Jimmy when I started, you know. I got an idea, and I never went through with it. You know, that's how Jimmy is now.
well,
So now I just go through with my ideas.
when my mom,
Sometimes coming up with following through on the idea is pain in the ass. So yeah, but I'm sorry.
oh no, you're good.
There's a little bit of work to do. I'm sorry to have to tell you. If you want to have
Oh,
a
no
festival,
shit.
if you want to have a festival, you got to work.
No shit.
You didn't know that?
No, I knew
Last
that.
year
It's
when you wanted to start a festival?
It's an idea. Who knows? It doesn't come overnight, right?
No, it's an idea, but then all of a sudden it's Dad's idea.
Well, it's a collaborative idea.
No, but anyways, my mom dying.
Yeah, back to her.
When my mom was passing, she said she wanted an obituary that wasn't like anybody else's.
Okay.
And she told that to me and my brother. She was like, I want it uplifting. And I was like, Then she said, and I want it funny. Me and my brother said, you came to the right guys. So we sat down in the garage, took about 10 minutes, wrote some of it, showed her. She said, that'll do. And then we went farther. And we put it out. It was so good that Susanna Stratford called my personal cell phone from Fox 8 and says, hey, we want to run a story on your mom's obituary. We're going to do it with or without you. Now, without us, it looks a little sketchy.
Yeah.
So we said, yeah, we'll be there.
What's that mean, with or without you? What'd she mean by that?
Well, they were going to do a story
Yeah.
on the obituary, and either me and my family were going to be part of it, or we weren't going to be part of it.
Right, they were just going to run it anyhow?
They were going to do the story
About how silly it was
about
or
how
something like
good
that.
the obituary
Yeah.
was, but it reads like we were roasting my mom.
Right.
So without our context of it,
It wouldn't have been that good.
right? Well, no, they'd still read it and be like, ah. Or on the other side of it, we got a bunch of death threats and stuff like that. So
Oh, yeah.
they were talked about it on Fox 8. They talked about it on Rover, and there was another radio station that picked it up.
Oh.
But
You get any work out of that?
no, because I wasn't doing stand-up at the time.
Oh, so it happened a little bit later.
No, but I was thinking about professionally writing obituaries for people if they wanted to mess up.
You can write mine.
Oh yeah,
What do
I
you
got you. We'll start with West Virginia and cousins.
Tito says, welcome. He said, greetings from the ballpark. Just letting you know.
Play ball. We were doing that today.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. My girlfriend told me that she hated this voice that I was going to do for this play-by-play that we were doing. And she said, everybody's going to fucking hate it. And it was kind of like this, one of these like old-timey baseball voices, kind of like a Harry Carey mixed with like maybe a little bit of Bob Uecker. And everybody fucking loved it. So
Well, you should do that. Like when you're in that foreplay situation, like first I'm gonna go after your neck, then I'm
Yeah.
gonna work my way down. You know. You should-
let me eat that ass.
right. I mean.
I think she'll really like that.
Oh, this is the son that eats ass, right?
It's the only son I have, even though Haley thinks she is a son.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, actually,
That's fucked up.
I was wondering. I was like, I've met him, and you said she's a lesbian, right?
Yes.
So I was like, does she look just like him?
No, she looks nothing like me.
She's beautiful, actually.
Whoa, he's beautiful. Let's not take that away from
Yeah,
him.
you
Come
try-
on now.
He's chumly.
You trying to fuck me? Actually, she's right next door.
And on there, she was.
She was, yeah. I don't know if she still is. But no, we don't look very much alike at all, actually. I think, didn't you guys used to say she was the mailman's kid or some shit?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I had stories between who all my kids belonged to.
Yeah.
Both of you.
You know, I actually.
You belong to my cousin Jeff.
Oh yeah. That's too bad. My name isn't Jeff Ward Jr. But you know,
Yeah.
I can go around and be like, my name's Jeff. But what the fuck was I gonna say? I can't remember.
Okay, where were we? Man, we get off topics quick.
I think that's kind of the point, to be honest.
Nothing better than dead air.
I also want to tell everybody about bar $2. We'll be there next week doing a show. Actually, it's a competition, but I brought them up because they're one of Abraham Drinking sponsors. It's a good place to get wings, beers, pizza, or I don't know if they have pizza, burgers, all kinds of bar food. Go up there, have some food, go to $2.
It's in Eastlake, correct?
Eastlake or Willoughby, one of the two. Correct me there, George, if
East
you
Lake
can.
is where we are going.
Yeah, that is where we're going to be
Okay,
doing
so
our
it's in
show.
Eastleigh.
Yeah. Which I'm going to kick your guys' asses. It's going to be good.
So here's the
hope.
thing. This coming Thursday, we'll be at $2 doing a contest. And the contest is actually 30 different comics at 3 different bars. But somehow, myself and Brandon and Jimmy are in the same one. So we're going to be competing against each other this Thursday. So come out to $2 and watch that. That should be a lot of fun.
And it's a
this-
free show.
And this
Free
first
show.
round, you can't support us all. Let's not
Right.
forget that part.
Yeah.
You can all three advance.
We're going to need some support because we're kind of, we're all going to be kind of far from home at that point,
Yeah.
right? Because you're in what, Elyria? Right?
Yeah, I'll be an hour away.
Yeah. It's about 45 minutes for us. So I doubt
I have some people saying they're coming for me, but they're going to boo you.
yeah, well, they can suck my dick.
How do you think that would go? Like,
On the
One of them's
stage?
his uncle.
is that support? Like, if they come up and start sucking your dick?
Yeah, I think that's when I win the contest. To be
Right,
honest.
I
Yeah, they're
mean-
like, wow, that guy's so good, they suck his
Right.
dick. You said one of them's my uncle?
That's
Well, your
bonus
great-uncle.
points.
Oh, okay. Well, might as well keep it in the family, the West Virginia tradition, right? So, keep it rolling. But no, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. 30 comedians across 3 different shows, and there's some really great talent in it. There's a couple people that I can think of off the top of my head that's going to give us some stiff competition in that one. So, I think it'll be a lot of fun for sure.
It will be. Milton always runs a good showcase, runs good shows.
Yeah, shout out Milton Wiley.
Shout out to Milton Wiley. See, what else do we want to tackle today? What do you got over there, Jimmy? You got anything good?
Mark Camplease just said the word stiff, and that's it. I like that.
Does that mean he's masturbating to us? Like,
No, I think we might have said. I think I said stiff competition, so he probably just said.
ah,
And- yeah, I did say stiff. Yes.
okay.
Listen, boners all over the place. Why not?
Hey, come check us out.
If you have an erection lasting longer than 4 hours at that comedy show, you may need to seek medical attention, I guess.
Definitely, if you're gonna stiff looking at us,
Yeah, that's for fucking sure.
you need psychological medical attention.
So, besides $2, what else do you got on the line? I know
Well,
most of it, but I'm just asking you anyhow.
The Cove on Tuesday.
Geneva, Ohio.
Geneva, Ohio.
On the lake.
Thursday, we got the competition. Friday, they run a great open mic out in Elyria. You guys check that out. There's an actual audience at that open mic.
Yeah, I was there once, and there was like 40, 50 people.
Do
at
they
the
actually
open
pay
mic.
attention to you?
Half the
That
bar
semi
does. I
happens.
would
It all
say-
depends.
I would say the front half does, back half doesn't.
Okay.
You'll have about 20 paying attention to you. And then...
It could be more, but sometimes they, it depends on who's up there or what. Then they get a little bit out of control. Then you got to draw them back in.
I see. Yeah. That's always been my thing with like open mics is that, obviously you're going there to get practice, but at the same time, I kind of like to have feedback. I'm an attention whore, so at the end of the day, it's something where like if I hear somebody laugh, I'm gonna do better.
Right.
So, and I remember one time we did an open mic at an Eagles club, and I was just like, wow, this fucking sucks.
That did suck.
No, this place, you'll have the front 2 rows, and you will get laughs. And that's what keeps you going.
Yeah, yeah.
You're concentrating on those people, and
Shit, if I'm getting laughs from 5 people, that's better than none.
if I'm
right?
getting laughs from one person, I'm just
Exactly,
going to concentrate on
exactly.
that one person and tell that one person jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. Just me and you here today.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
And then Saturday,
Tall
Port-
Timbers.
yep, Tall Timbers and Port
Yeah.
Clinton.
Yeah. Tall Timbers in Port Clinton, Ohio will be there with him. It'll be ran by Wardy's Laugh Factory.
Who the hell's
Uh, Who the hell's that?
that? Yeah.
I don't know. Some asshole. But it's going to be ran by Wardy's Laugh Factory. We're going to be out in Port Clinton, Ohio. He's going to be hosting it. Jimmy's going to feature. I'm going to feature. We got Nancy Abraham coming. We got Robert Coleman going to be with us, Jr. He's always funny. I love Robert.
Yeah, he's one of the best in Cleveland for sure.
For sure.
Well, he runs classes and everything else, doesn't
Yeah, he runs. He teaches classes. He has a couple things like Star Trek versus Star Wars, and they have a big comedian war about it.
David said he wants to see some cleavage.
Go ahead. You guys got bigger tits than I do.
That's the best I got for you. Sure.
I think that campground show is going to be kind of fun, though.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a little bit different.
You staying the night?
Am I staying the night? Fuck no.
Oh.
I'm driving back home.
It's going to be like a atmosphere I've never done. Have you ever done a campground yet?
No, I've never done jokes at a campground.
On
I've been
purpose?
done at a campground and stuff like that.
You ever fuck at a campground?
On purpose.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I bet you still told jokes. You just weren't
Oh,
doing
yeah,
it
yeah. That was more
with a
campfire
mic in your
jokes.
hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be interesting because it's like one that you really don't advertise for. You're just there for the campers. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah,
It's just
I just I think it's cool. It's going to be a different atmosphere than what we're used to, and we got a great lineup for it.
Right.
Most importantly, so those people are actually going to be entertained and have a good time. So, Port Clinton, that's kind of by Sandusky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right next to
Yeah.
Sandusky.
So maybe during the day I'll hit up Cedar Point or some shit, be an asshole.
I'm gonna hit up a fishing pole. That's what I'm hitting.
Yeah. You gonna
He's
dance
hitting the
on-
pole.
You're gonna dance on the pole. But yeah, I mean, shit, he must really like you. You're working with us a lot.
Oh, I have a good time.
I got to get him out of the way because he joined Wardy's Laugh Factory with us.
Yeah.
I got to get his shows in and then we'll drop him.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, until we need him again because we need to pay somebody cheap or something.
Yeah. Is that what you do with Marty?
Oh, I have a good time. I really do.
Yeah. I mean.
Really, just what I just like making people laugh, and I need validation. you
Well,
know?
between
Yeah, that's so real.
between Brandon and Ray Hyclack
Yeah.
and Danimal I have for Geneva on the Lake, I got people hosting so I can
You can actually do features yourself.
feature myself instead of hosting all the time. Plus, I screw up every name. You guys know how I am.
Yeah.
Right?
The amount of times, actually, the other night, Tyler Gankis was so proud of you for pronouncing his name correctly. He's like, holy shit, he said it right.
Well, I
He
asked
was going
him.
up there.
I asked
Because he
everybody.
fucks it up. He used to fuck it up all the time. Like,
What I do is I ask everybody how they pronounce their name, and then I write it on a piece of paper.
The way they.
the way it sounds
Yeah.
instead of the way it's spelled.
okay, yeah.
So
And you were very organized. That was something that really got me. You were going around getting everybody's song that they wanted to play, getting their names and all that shit and their intros.
that's what he pays me for.
And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, where's that out of him?
Well, I got to worry about everything.
I
That's
know, I'm
another
just being a
thing.
dick.
Yeah.
Whenever you run comedy, at first I was the host, I was the producer, I was the ticket seller.
Yeah.
We got somebody to sell tickets now. It just takes so much burden off of me as a comedian to be able to do my stuff, and it's made me a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and making things more cohesive and more easy for you to actually focus on what you want to do in the actual comedy side of it.
Now,
So,
I will say I learned a lot of that from just watching Monty Lumpkin. Like
Yeah.
what he would do, come and ask me stuff. He had a notepad in his hand,
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, seen him do it. Just copy what he's doing. Okay.
Nice.
That's how I learned to do that.
Right.
Monty's a good guy, too. I like
Oh, yeah.
Monty.
Good guy.
But yeah, that's where I basically learned my hosting.
56.
Interesting.
Yeah, see, not many dead spots, not many, like, we're not saying a damn thing type moments here. So, I mean, I'll take it for the first episode of this, right?
Yeah. Do you have anything past that time? I mean, that you got scheduled?
Oh, July. I'm in Bria in July. I'm with you in July. Outside of that,
Yeah.
my June's pretty empty.
See, whenever you're at our point in our comedy, I don't know about you, but it's month to month. You're not
Yeah.
booked out like
Right.
months ahead of time or anything like that. It's, I thought I was gonna be dead in June, and
Then
now
June ends up
you
being
know
busy as hell.
I will be dead from being busy.
Yeah. Yeah, we have
The
a very
first part of
busy
the
June.
month at least.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the way it goes. And this is our first episode. We'd like to thank Brandon White for coming and
Here,
being a part of it and wasting his gas money to come out and see us. I hope you guys enjoyed the first show. We will be back for final remarks, final thoughts. Jimmy,
Thoughts?
you have any final thoughts on anything?
Like I said, I think it was pretty smooth for the most part with us doing all this. I didn't feel like there was many lapses or anything like that, so I think that's something that we're going to continue in the future, and I had a hell of a time, honestly.
Me too. Brandon?
This is the first one I've done, so
So,
I had fun with it.
I remember I tried to run a podcast. I wanted to do a podcast like 6 or 7 years ago. And we just had put up like 5 or 6 of us in front of a fucking webcam and just said random ass shit. And honestly, this is probably a lot better than that one. So
That's how I started my OnlyFans. No.
yeah, absolutely.
for me, too much Amish shit, man. You guys are killing me.
They're not seeing this.
They're obviously not seeing it. No, it was a good show. I appreciate everybody that has watched us tonight and is going to watch us in the future.
I don't know how much what stars do on Facebook, but David Caruso has sent us a total of 60 stars.
I don't know what that means either. I have to ask George on that one.
Yeah, but shout out to David. He's one sexy motherfucker.
Yeah, he's getting it done out there. I'd also like to thank George for this opportunity to connect with him and to run these podcasts. He's made it possible through the Abraham Drinking podcast. So if you're watching us and haven't watched Abraham
thank
Drinking
you.
yet, they will be on tomorrow at 6 o'clock. At 8:30 tonight, I think Tito's Talking Tribe with Tito is on. I'm not sure because he's doing the World Series Division III softball in Painesville right now. So everybody in the Abraham Drinking family is busy doing something. Oh yeah, they got midget wrestling coming up. They got the drunken
Where's
bar
the midget
crawl.
wrestling? Where's the midget wrestling?
That's at Tricky Tortoise.
Okay.
Tricky Tortoise is where the midget wrestling is going to
You
be.
know they got dicks like us?
I have heard.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen.
Seems like all the blood would rush to their head then. You know?
Let's be honest. They have
You
big
guys
heads.
got me out of thought. I was thinking everybody and all that.
Yeah.
But continue to watch, and we're going to sign off right there. Thank you very much.